Hi, this is Kaye here with UrbZoo's Apparel. Today we have the pleasure of interviewing Kevnish from Far East Movement. Hi, Kevnish.
Hello. Hello.
How are you doing today?
Very good. I'm glad you guys could stop by. This is our office right here where we
Yeah,
get
it
a
looks
lot of
great. I like the wall and everything.
Thank you. It was done by an artist that our manager Carl is friends with named Chase.
Oh,
very
okay.
Talented, yeah.
That's really cool. Yeah, it looks really good. They just printed everything on the wall?
It's all stenciled.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a graph artist. So it's kind of like you got a chance. Usually when you tag the freeways, it's like the same idea, but you got to do it within our office. So
that's awesome. So first, Far East Movement consists of you, J Spliv, DJ Vermin, and Progress.
Yes.
And I was just wondering how you guys met and formed this movement.
Well, we were all friends. Me, Progress, and J Spliff were high school buddies. So we were all from around LA, and we would all meet up in Koreatown and freestyle parking lots. We would all congregate at like this cafe where they let, I don't know, we say the younger kids party. And we after that we would go in the parking lot, bump up, let's say Power 106, and freestyle to whatever we heard off the radio. That turned into writing rhymes at the crib, doing songs, this whole like journey and adventure till we finally got our first song on this movie called Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. And that was really like the first thing that I think we were able to get a little bit of attention online. From then, our manager Carl introduced us to DJ Vermin from Power 106.
Oh,
and he was unsure at first. He's like, okay, there's these 3 Asian rappers, like how's that gonna work? How's that gonna look? And he went to one of our rehearsals, and he said when he saw us rehearse, he felt the energy. He actually saw it working. So he tried a few shows with us, and ever since then, he became a 4th member of the group. We got our first song on the radio. From there, it just kind of is what it is.
Awesome. Now, Far East Movement has definitely made a name for yourself. And can you tell me, like, how did you guys come up with the name Far East Movement?
That's a good question. Interesting story. We were at the homeboy's house working on music, and we were thinking, what should we call this group? We just write rhymes for fun. We need to make an official group. And it's like naming anything, like naming a clothing brand. You sit there, you think of 1,000 names, and we were like, why don't we call ourselves, this was a long time ago too, so we're like, why don't we call ourselves MCs Anonymous? And then we're like, because we don't want people to know we're Asian American. We just want to, like, it's like the Jabberwockies wearing those masks. They do it because they don't want people to know their race. We thought, why don't we do that? They'll just hear our music and think, oh, this is good music, and then when they see that we're Asian American, they'll trip out. So for the first few months, we were this group called Asians Anonymous. MCs Anonymous. And it wasn't until we did our first song. We recorded the song in like the attic of a homeboy's house, and it was called the Far East Movement, and it was about lifestyle, about the new lifestyle we lead, from the music we listen to the streetwear that we rock, to the racing, to just everything, the whole scene. That's what the Far East Movement was. And when we recorded it, we started performing it, and we're like, yo, this is really powerful. We need to name our crew the Far East Movement. That's dope. Like, why are we gonna hide away from it? MCs Anonymous is weak, and let's just bury that. So from then on, we stuck with it. And FEM, people always goes FEM, we goes, that's fem, that's kind of weird. So this dude on this website was like, dude, you guys should be called FM, not FEM. Like, take out that E, and FM is really what you guys are trying to do, is break the FM waves, which is exactly what we've been doing, and so it kind of just stuck with us, and so that's how we got FM and the Far East Movement.
That's awesome. No, I love FM. Everybody knows FM, and I like the way it sounds. So, yeah. So you kind of touched up on this a little bit. Has it been difficult being an Asian American hip hop group?
At first, yeah, because when we first started, there was so many reasons why it was difficult, and it wasn't the obvious reasons. People would think, oh, it's difficult because people don't want to see Asian Americans, or they think that it's weak. It was really hard first from our own community, because they were really hard. Their expectations of what an Asian rapper should be is like, dude, you guys need to be the next Eminem. You know what I mean? And if you're not as good as Eminem, don't try. And that was a huge pressure, I think, that was on Jin. And so when we started, people were like, your guys' music is too you guys do like about parties and about, you guys need to do more social issues about stuff that matters to Asian Americans and all the problems we have. And we're like, that's funny. Like, people don't hit up LL Cool J or Nelly and be like, yo Nelly, you need to do a song about the struggles African Americans go through in the game. You know, like, why, as an artist trying to reach top 40 and radio, why would you need to do that? So we felt an unnecessary pressure from our own community to do that, which I think pushed us more to just make music we liked, which was club music for the clubs, music, you know, you dance, so we want to make music that makes you want to dance, and you don't want to be like, this is weird, why are they talking about political issues in this music where I just want to get drunk and dance to? You know what I mean? So that was our first hurdle, was trying to get our own community to get behind what we were doing. And then it goes back into the standard issues. Like, we would do a club, we would be, and then the promoters and the artists and the crowd would be like, oh gosh, Asian American, like, what are you gonna do, like rap in Chinese, rap in Japanese, or Korean? It's like, nah, you know, we're just gonna do it in English. And so there would be a lot of doubters, which was kind of a plus because their expectations were really low. Like, this is gonna suck anyways. Then when we get up and we do our thing, you know, we pride ourselves in giving it our all, having a lot of energy, and practicing a lot. So people were actually, after the show, like, yo, you guys aren't bad. Like, you guys are kind of pretty good. I support what you're doing, you know? And then from then, it was really able to change the negative scenario into a positive. And now it's gotten to the point where being Asian American is almost a positive, because people are always looking for, like, a new face, a new perspective, and what's different. Except at clubs, certain times, like, security guards are assholes. Like,
really?
Yeah, they'll be like, oh, what are you guys, like, dancers, or what are you guys like, which is nothing wrong with that, but why you gotta treat us wrong? Like,
just
like,
because you're Asian.
Right. So, like, they assume we're like not
artists.
Performers, and then they're like, oh, take off your hat. We're like, dude, you guys, that the opening act that was about to open for us was wearing hats and baggy jeans, and you don't sweat them, but when we come up, you make us take off our hats and pull up our pants. Like, yeah, we get that all the time. It's a bad trip, and sometimes it sets off, like, Jay or someone. But yeah, overall, you know, that's the least of our concerns. Like, we're happy to be able to be doing the clubs we're doing and the shows we're doing.
Yeah, no, you guys are performing everywhere, so that's good.
We've been fortunate. It's been definitely a blessed few years.
I party all day, all night, and I just wanna play.